I don't know if I made a funny Tony brand humor kind of joke on this in the last video or something, but like, it's really entertaining that like our equipment, like the main characters, all have these extravagant names like the Kingdom Key and the Jungle King and the Morning Star and the Smasher, and like they get cooler. Like, you know, Save the King, Save the Queen. Those are pretty badass. But like your Disney pals, your like world exclusive buds, they just get stuck with shit like Sword. Like not even like the Thieves Blade or something, or like Aladdin's Scimitar. Sorry, I played RuneScape growing up. People always just called those like curved swords like, you know, skimmies. Or like maybe it was like text, so maybe like SCIMMY. Like I'm supposed to say simmy because like I guess the C is silent, like scimitar. But like fuck that, man. We buy in rune skimmies like 10k, or I don't fucking know how much rune skimmies are. It's been like a good amount of time since I've played fucking RuneScape, so you're gonna have to like let it slide here. Anyway, it's time for some like primo KH1 jank. The kind of shit other games are like too scared to like put in their game, cause like this shit, it's just like fucking weird, man. We're about to fight the head of the Cave of Wonders, and the camera is gonna go all over the place, and there's gonna be like these projectiles that you can't see coming. It's gonna be fucking wild, dog. Or should I say lion? Or tiger. I don't fucking know what this thing is. That was really brave of Sora to hold his hand out in front of Goofy, as if Sora's like the adult here, like protecting his friends or something. Oh my god, the tiger head is. You really need to justify this. You could have just said like, to prove your worthiness to enter the cave, fucking fight me. But dude, we gotta crush the power of darkness. We've been doing that already, but sure, tell me to do it again and I'll do it. You know the situation's getting desperate when the game has to like give you a text box to justify what the fuck is going on. As if like this scene wouldn't work without this fucking blurb. Like, what? What's wrong with the tiger head? Why do I have to fight it? This scene makes no sense. Anyway, yeah, okay, so like, hear me out. The intent for this fight is like this guy's gonna shake his head around, right? And you gotta like finagle your way up there. And once you do, you have to like finagle onto the nose, and like then you just kind of like do the Kingdom Hearts 1 thing and, you know, mash the circle button like you normally would. But getting up here is a fucking trip. Like that's weird, right? And the camera is just going all over the place. It's all this shaking and shit. I'm getting woozy, dude. But it won't. Yo, what if we summon a Simba right now? Let's see him. Like, you know, I know it's like unoptimal, but like, what's gonna happen? Is he just gonna fall off the lion or the head? It's a little fitting though, right? Maybe there's a maybe he's weak to Simba because like Simba's a lion, right? That'd be pretty badass. Oh, look at that. 1 damage. I do that with like my Kingdom Key. That's just really frustrating. Or not frustrating. I don't actually care, but you know, it's just funny. Like they're putting these options in the game and I'm supposed to use them. Well, I'm not supposed to use them, but you know, I'm inclined to like try and use them, and they're just not worth it. Like Donald. I gave him a defense up and like, you know, I'm really trying to like make him work. But he's just not working. He has like 3 MP bars, so he's like good in the moment. But then like when that MP's gone, he's just like a shittier Goofy. And Goofy's fucking like... Goofy was like kicking... Oh, damn. I got fucking sliced, man. But yeah, Goofy, like he fucking carried in like the cloud fight. And like, honestly, I've just gotten better results with anyone but Donald. So, unless Donald starts getting some, like, primo abilities, like, I don't know what the fuck he gets in this game. In KH2, he got shit like that 1 limit break all the speedrunners use, because you can, like, move around and shit, like, while it's active, and you're, like, fucking invincible, so it's, like, busted. But, I don't know if we get anything like that in this game, so, like, I'll keep an eye out. arrow didn't seem worth it either, because like I cast it when I was on the ground, and by the time I finagled my way up to this thing, it had already worn off. So like, we're gonna have to play a little smart here. I'm sorry to say, I don't think I'll be summoning Simba this time. He's not worth it either. Dude, you're not ready, man. When I get Dumbo, I'm gonna go apeshit. Dumbo is like the funniest fucking summon. Like, you have to ride him and like spit out water, because, you know, he's like an elephant. That's what they do. And like, I'm pretty sure that does like no fucking damage. It's gonna be like hilarious. I guess if Donald were here, you know, I would have to, like, he could heal me. Like, I'm wasting my precious NP healing myself right now, when Donald Duck could be doing it for me. Oh my god. Maybe what you're supposed to do is like not actually climb this thing. You're supposed to like just wait for the thing to like put its head down. But I don't know, dude. They've got a perfectly good like cliff here that I'm just like able to climb. So it's like Cerberus again. I don't know what the developer intent is of this sequence, but you know, this doesn't feel right. But it's like working, so like, well, okay, that part's not working, but you know, I'm like going pretty brain dead right now. I'm not like actually trying right now. I'm not like fighting Virgil, Devil May Cry, or something really hype and giving it all my gamer attention. It's kind of like, fucking cookie clicker or some shit, you know, just jumping and hitting dudes. But you know, like, I should try, because then I would feel more satisfied, because like the victory was like my plan, and I executed it. So let's crush the power of darkness for like real this time. As soon as I can, you know, get up here. Why is Aladdin still in his neutral pose when Goofy is not? I guess he's used to danger. Aladdin took like no damage from that. Those things like hurt me pretty bad. But like Aladdin, dude, this guy's like, he's seen some shit. Okay, here we go. Oh, no, this is it. It was stuck. What the fuck, man? It was like dipping its nose in the sand. This is whack, dude. Yo, why aren't people using this fight in their like Kingdom Hearts 1 combo videos? Like, yo, KH1 Kino, and it's like, check this shit out. Get out of my face. Where'd that fireball go? I guess it hit the wall before it hit me. I still applaud the effort to like, you know, have like a fight here that's like in reference to the movie. Because, you know, KH3, they would have just like fucking made up something that has like nothing to do with the movie at all. Like fucking in the Tangled world in KH3, instead of fighting like any kind of like Tangled villain or like the witch or like anything she conjured up, the excuse for a boss fight in that world is like the evilness from inside her created this fucking like weird bush monster that doesn't seem to have anything to do with like her character or anything like that. It's just like a token boss that you have to fight, and it just comes out of nowhere and you have to deal with it, and it's not in the movie, and it's, you know, you beating it doesn't really have any impact on the narrative. Like, you beat it and then like none of the characters, like, it's just like, it's like never just brought up in like a satisfying way. Like you fighting these things, it's almost like it's just there because it's like a video game and there has to be a fight here, right? But you know, it's just, you know, it's a double slap in the face because it's not even a cool reference to the movie or something. I mean, this fight's like not good, but like I applaud the effort to, you know, have something, because like that's like, I don't fucking care about like the Disney shit like in this crossover. Like, I really don't. I care, like, a little. Oh my god, these guys are all ganging up on me. Fuck. Okay, so, here's the scoop. Like, you know, my favorite things in Kingdom Hearts, like, aren't, like, the Disney World stuff, like, hanging out with Aladdin and shit. Like, that's cute, but, like, you know, what we're really getting, like, narrative juice, what we're really getting, like, satisfaction from is, like, you know, all of, like, just, like, the written characters like Sora and Riku and stuff, because those guys were like allowed to develop and like interact and shit. Like this stuff, it's like pretty surface level fan service. Like, I haven't seen like the cartoon version or the animated version, what the fuck out, the anime version of Aladdin, what the fuck ever you want to call it, in a while. But like, you know, we got like a whole like 2 hours of movie there, and we're like developing characters like Aladdin and shit, presumably. The Aladdin we're hanging out with now is like, you know, he's not changing. He's not like going through shit. We're just like saving his girl. So it's like pretty basic stuff. I guess I just get annoyed because like instead of like making that shit better as the games go on, they just like ignore it, which comes off as like, what's the fucking point then? Like, is it like some kind of acknowledgement that the Disney shit is like truly a waste of my time? Why is it here then? Just for like cha-ching, bitch? Like, oh man, Disney brand recognition. Play through 20 hours of filler and then the final world will have like some storyline shit. Like, at least in KH1, you know, the fan service stuff is like cute enough for me to go like, oh, that's cute. And like sometimes in like the Disney worlds, like the main story like progresses. Like the whole like Riku shit. Like we meet up with Riku and Monstro. And like, you know, the main plot of this game is dealing with the Disney guys. So like, you know, like it's cool to see Maleficent here and stuff. So like things are happening. It's not just like a waste of my fucking time. Like playing KH1 or KH3. Or like KH2 feels like that too. Because like the Disney worlds don't really have anything to do with anything. I think the first few of them like pretend to. Like when you're hanging out with Beast, the setup is that the organization guy like wants to turn Beast into a Heartless, and like that's why he's like instead of Beast just like naturally like being distrusting of like Belle, because you know the way he's like lived his life, like nobody like really liking him and shit, and him just being distrustful. Those emotions are stirred up by the organization guy, and he's like, you shouldn't trust anyone, you're a fucking beast. So he's like bringing out the worst in him, which is kind of cool. But they kind of like don't do that enough in KH2. Like when you go to fucking like Olympus World, there's like an organization guy, but like him being there doesn't really like amount to like anything in the grand scheme of like the narrative. He's just there for like the world's MacGuffin, and it's like, what do the bad guys need that MacGuffin before? Like fucking nothing. It's just like it feels it doesn't feel like too satisfying. Oh my god, dude. Damn, I heal one and I get hit by another. I know in some of the worlds, the org guys, like, aren't even fucking there. Like, they don't bother going up. They don't even fucking try going to, like, Atlantica. Because they're like, yeah, we're not going there. And that's really funny. Like, there's a line they won't cross, and it involves musical numbers. Yeah, people really don't like Atlantica in Kingdom Hearts games. Or at least in KH1. Because, you know, there's, like, swimming. But not like actual swimming, it's kind of like just the normal gameplay, except you can go like up and down now. And the trade-off is like you can't use any of your special abilities. And I don't remember how annoying that is. It's been a while. I'll have to play it. But, I don't know. Who knows? Maybe it'll turn out to be the most interesting world, because like it's like Blitzball, like the game of soccer, but now it's like it's got some 3D layers to it. Like, whoa, dude, we can play soccer up and down, and it's like 3D now or some shit. Like, whoa, dude, Kingdom Hearts combat, but instead of jumping and hitting the circle button, I could just like float upward and like not hit the circle button. It's crazy. Yo, this really it's starting to feel like a Dark Souls boss, or like you know, a shitty Dark Souls boss, like, you know, those ones at like the end of Dark Souls 1 where they just kind of like went ape shit. Yeah, at least like the head isn't like a hitbox. It is sometimes, but like not all the time. I want to cast Sonic Blade because it's a fun move, but I'm sure Sora would just go fucking flying if I did that. I wish I had Ars Arcanum, that'd be good. Maybe like the gameplay thing is to like, instead of mash, I have to wait for these things. So like, I'm not like getting like stun locked where like I'm in the middle of my combo so I couldn't possibly counter it. Yeah, there's like an enemy here now, so like... Oh, dude, I'm just going all the fuck over the place. And there's a lot of enemies that are just spawning. Like, what are they doing here for? Like, just to give me my MP back if I need it? Oh my god, dude. I still think I prefer, like, Bed of Chaos over this from Dark Souls, because at least, like, that, I think I would have been done with Bed of Chaos by now. Like, this is kind of like... This is pretty bad, man. Yeah, it's kind of hard to be like, yo, KH1, pretty badass. The best Kingdom Hearts game, irrefutably. And then it's like, I'm like defending it, like, as I play, like, this shit, or like, show this gameplay to someone. And it's like, yeah, right. I don't know, they're all a mixed bag. The later ones are just like mixed bags of like shit, and there are no redeeming qualities, like at all. They announced a new one today, like some fucking rhythm game, and it's like, oh, that's cute, Kingdom Hearts rhythm game. But I think it just uses the same songs you've heard in like every game, and it uses the same models from every game. You know, the same PS2 models they recycled for all the spin-offs. And it's like, wow, great. And apparently it's also going to have some secret lore, dude, that pertains to Kingdom Hearts 4. So I guess you gotta buy that shit, man. Or like, not buy it, like no one's gonna fucking buy it. Like they're just gonna like watch the cutscenes online. I don't know how these Kingdom Hearts fans still fall for this shit after playing KH3. Like, the fucking spin-off games spent like 10 years like setting up all this intrigue that it's like, oh shit, dude, there's gonna be like this crazy showdown in the final Kingdom Hearts game, Kingdom Hearts 3. All these characters who met tragic ends, they're gonna get resolved in Kingdom Hearts 3, man. It's gonna be based. But then, like, none of that fucking happens. Like, the characters that suffered those tragic fates, they pretty much, like, just get better. Like, it's, like, hand-waved away, like, really unsatisfying. Like, fucking this one guy, Ventus, you know, based fucking Ventus. Like, he's, like, in a coma for, like, 10 fucking years. And, like, the other character, Aqua, is in, like, the Realm of Darkness, also for 10 fucking years. And, like, they just, like, get out. They just get over their problems. Like, Aqua just gets out, and she's, like, exactly the same as she was, like, 10 years ago. Like, she even looks the same, because they didn't, like, want to make a time skip version or anything of them. Because that would be, like, too depressing, I guess. Like, she's actually been in the Realm of Darkness 10 years. They made up some shit where, like, oh, time flows differently there. And it's like, wow, that's kind of... Isn't that just kind of weak? Like, she just gets out and she's like, I'm fine now. You saved me. And she's basically just a trophy on your Kingdom Hearts, like, list of people to save, like, trophy list. And it's like, who the fuck is, like, hooting and hollering for this crap? This is, like, the worst fucking shonen anime dumb storyline crap ever. And that Ventus guy, he just gets out of his coma. Like, it's like this big setup mystery. Like, he's in this coma, and, like, his, like, heart, which is, like, absent, is in Sora. And it's like, fuck, how are we gonna get his heart out of Sora? And, like, fucking, like, it just happens. Like, Sora just has, like, out of the blue, like, a conversation with Ven, and he's like, how do I wake you up? And he's like, use the power of waking. I don't have it. And he's like, you have it if you believe. And then he just wakes up. And then, like, Aqua and Ven, because they're the flattest, most boring fucking characters you've ever, like, seen in media, like, Aqua just goes, good morning, Ven. And he's like, fucking, good morning, Aqua. Because, you know, haha, I woke up. It's been 10 years. But, like, remember when, like, Sora fucking, like, broke down on his knees and, like, was, like, crying and shit when he, like, found Riku after, you know, he was presumed, like, missing for a long time in the Realm of Darkness? It was pretty emotional. I thought it was, like pretty satisfying, like, good payoff, like, Sora finally seeing Riku again, confirming that he's okay. Like, you know, fucking, we're human beings, right? We're gonna get emotional at shit, like, whoa, dude, this is real. But, like, these fucking nobodies, they're just like, you saved me! Like, fucking Zelda CDI dialogue, and they just yuck it up, and everything's fine, and people are eating this shit up, like, they want more of it. Like, Kingdom Hearts fans, like, are like fucking Pokemon fans. They're just, like, lost causes. They'll eat literally anything up, and they'll just keep doing it, because, like, I don't fucking get it. I guess they got them by the balls, because I guess they had me by the balls. I bought KH3 when it came out, because, like, I don't know, I didn't, like, really care for any of the spin-offs. I thought 3D was, like, the worst goddamn shit ever. But, like, I don't know. I thought, like, if they were making a game that was, like, in the vein of KH1 and 2, at least it would be kind of fun. And it was better than, like, KH3D, but that's, like, saying that I don't even know if I want to use that AVGN analogy where he's like, that's like saying the shit I took last week is better than the shit I took like a day before. I think I've had more entertaining taking a shit sessions than like playing Kingdom Hearts 3D. Yeah, I would say I've had like certain situations where I was taking a shit and I thought it was more satisfying and the payoff was better than like fucking playing KH3. Because that shit was just like, when that game came out, like it was just like a fucking Dynasty Warriors button masher. Magic was like stupid overpowered and like, you know, you just fucking wailed on news. There was like no thought to it. Kind of like what we're doing now, right? But you know, this is like the first goddamn game and it's like really humble and like really like experimental and shit. And like the story is like pretty cute. I don't have any problems with it. Like KH3, I've got a fucking book of problems with that game. It's like 20 years later. Like, shouldn't we have upped the game by now from, like, just fucking, like, wailing on dudes with, like, no thought whatsoever? I would think so, but, like, I guess, I don't know, some people are just okay with, you know, eating the same shit forever. I'm saying there's, like, oh my god, I was so close there. There's, like, justification for KH1 being jank, and, like, I'm putting up with it anyway, because, like, the total package is, like, endearing. I like it. KH3 is, like, not endearing, like, at fucking all. Like, ugh. What fucking gross, dude. All of the stupid spin-offs are like that. Like, the dialogue in this game is a little hokey sometimes and forced, like the shit about, like, friendship, light, and darkness and stuff. It's like shitty The Force from Star Wars. Or not shitty, like, you know, sometimes it comes out pretty good. Or, like, well enough. But, like, the later games, it's just, like, too fucking hokey and, like, inhuman sounding. Like people ain't gonna talk like this. Who the fuck cares about stupid Xehanort anyway? He's just some bad guy they, like, had to retcon in from, like, the spin-off games. And, like, fucking, it's like they're pretending, like, beating him, or, like, the bad guy Xehanort in Kingdom Hearts 3 is, like, this huge fucking deal. Like, we've been fighting this guy for, like, 10 years. And it's like, yeah, when you invented him, like, 5 minutes ago. You ever play a series, or, like, watch a series, or, like, you ever, like, experience media where they had to, like, retcon in, like, a catchphrase? Like, fucking the later games, they started saying some bullshit, like, may your heart be your guiding key. And, like, they just, like, ever since, like, 3D and, like, Birth by Sleep, I think? I don't fucking know. It was, like, it was the phone game, probably. Like, they started, like, saying, like, oh, Keyblade wielders always used to say that shit. May your heart be your guiding key, dude. And it's like, no, they didn't. It's just unbelievable. They had to, like, retcon in a shitty, cheesy-ass catchphrase for their dumb shonen characters to, like, preach about. That's the dumbest crap I've ever heard. Like, holy molars, dude. And people put up with that shit. They eat it up. They can't wait to play that fucking shitty Kingdom Hearts rhythm game where it's just gonna be, like, probably you'll have, like, 20 minutes of cutscenes that are not actually gonna be, like, storyline. It's probably going to be, like, some recoded shit where, like, nothing happens, but at the very end, dude, there's going to be some kind of teaser for the next game. And it's like, you want to buy it now, don't you? Yeah, you do. And it's like, people are falling for this crap, and they got to wake up, man. Or they don't, you know, I don't really care. You can, like, stay in your cave and eat shit forever. I'm just saying, like, it's unbelievable that, like, you know, they've had people by the balls for, like, this long, and it's still going. Like, Kingdom Hearts 3 was, like, this presumed, like, finale game. Even though it wasn't, like, propped up to be, like, naturally. Like, KH2 is kind of, like, the end of the Kingdom Hearts 1 Chain of Memories, like, arc. And after that, they just, like, started making up a bunch of bullshit to, like, make the series keep going. Because, like, pretty much all conflict was, like, over by the time KH2 was, like, done. And they just had to invent new shit for the characters to have to deal with. Like, how they're, like, or, like, I guess Twooey did this after, but, like, The World Ends With You, same shit. That game had a very conclusive finale, and now they're trying to, like, do the same crap, where they just weasel in, like, more conflict for the characters that already experienced their resolutions. And the story's over, and it ended nicely, and it's just really, like, it's really unflattering feeling, like having them just, like these characters that are, like, pretty much done. They have no reason to keep going on adventures and doing things. Ones that I need to see, really, I mean. It's like, they're just being dragged into shit. Like, ugh. Like, Sora was never too much of, like, a character. Like, he's a pretty simple guy. He cares about his friends and stuff. But I never got the idea that he was, like, an idiot. Like, in KH, like, 3D onward, they like, morphed his personality so that he's, like, fucking Ben 10 or some shit. And that he's, like, the funny, stupid guy. And, like, Riku is, like, the smart one. Like, he's Kevin Levin or something. That's the best example I could think of. Fucking Ben 10 and Kevin Levin. That's, like, that's, like, what they got morphed into. It's, like, it's pretty bad, man. I should pick that up. There's probably, like, there had to have been a better way to fight this fucking guy. But I'm just, like, so committed to fighting this thing the shittiest way possible. Just, like, mashing the Kingdom Hearts jump button so I could climb my stupid ass up here. Is he saying, like, sorry guys when he dies? Like, oh man, Aladdin, no. Okay, dude, we can't die again. That'd be raw. That'd be ridiculous. Oh my god, we're gonna die again. Okay, wait, I got this. Can you hear me mashing the button desperately? Like, please let it end. Oh, fuck, dude. Fuck, shit. This is terrifying. I'm sweating, dude. This is, like, actually, like, scary. Yo, Aladdin, you gonna carry again? Go get him. Hang on. Nah, I guess I got it. Yo, MP haste. Hell yeah, dude. Oh shit, spent like 20 minutes fighting that guy. Oh, and the fight's... okay. We don't even get like the cool resolution. It's just like... it's like it never happened. Okay. Is that any different from that shit I was like shitting on? The Tangled thing? Like, you fight like a random boss and then things just proceed as normal as if it didn't happen? I guess. But I don't know. It just stings, because it's like... it's a crossover, but they clearly don't care about the crossover, because it's like... I think this world suffers because it's kind of uninteresting, hanging out with like Aladdin and just doing the events of the movie in like a slightly different way. Like, I kind of liked the Wonderland and like... pretty much the first 3 worlds. Like, it's not the movie. It's just like... you're hanging out with the people from the movie and doing kind of just like a self-contained Kingdom Hearts themed adventure, including those characters. Like, I don't know. I guess this is like the best you could do with like an Aladdin world. Like Jasmine getting kidnapped and shit, and like you have to beat Jafar because he's like the bad guy. So I don't know. I guess following the same beats from the movie is inevitable. I'm just saying, like, you know, Kingdom Hearts never should have like eventually made it like a decree that when you go to a Disney World, like, you're going to just reenact the events of the movie, because that's just like not satisfying, because it's just gonna come off as like obviously a shittier version of the movie. Like, you're not hanging out with developed characters or anything. You're just fucking like watching Let It Go with like no context of like, who the fuck is Elsa? Why is she singing about like letting things go and, you know, being her own, like, isolationist kind of bitch, and she just hangs out in her, like, fucking ice castle all day. Like, why should I care about any of that? You shouldn't. But it's like, there, and you're, like, meant to watch it. You know. Oh, jeez. These guys are kicking my ass. Hey, you know what? I think I gave Donald a good piece of equipment that one time. Hey, Donald. Yeah. Yeah, like, what if I just, like, took that? Yeah. Yeah, I like that. You know, like, I'm just gonna start taking off Donald's shit. Oh, MP haste, though. That's a good one, though. Shit. Sonic Blade, goodbye. Like, these are, like, Jafar, spoilers, but Jafar fucking flies, so I can't foresee myself being able to, like, Sonic Blade the guy, because there's no aerial variant of Sonic Blade. That'd be kind of cool, but, you know, I don't think we're not on that level. So when it says I get, yeah, I basically have like my next MP bar back. Oh, what the fuck is going on? What the hell? I can see what's happening. There was like a boulder that impacted me, but it's just like, there's a lot going on and it's hard for me to keep track of all this shit. Oh my god, dude, so many enemies. I'm kind of about this though. Like, I really like Dark Souls 2 because that game always like asks you to do ridiculous shit. Like enemies that are just gonna like fucking attack you from off screen and just fucking kick your ass. Because I don't know, I guess I'm just a sucker for that kind of punishment. Like it's endearing or some shit. Like, oh wow, the challenge of this game is like not the best. Or like, you know, we're not playing the most like well thought out video game. It's like very experimental. I don't know, I guess that's like endearing to me or something. Like having to put up with this kind of like crazy challenge that, you know, like a well-tuned, a game with a well-tuned difficulty, that, like your Devil May Cry 5s or some shit. Like, you know, that it wouldn't have got past that game. Like that game's got like a fine-tooth comb when it comes to like its balance and shit. But like in fucking Kingdom Hearts 1, man, like anything goes, dude. And it's like, because anything goes, like you don't know what the fuck kind of experience you're gonna get yourself involved in. It's like we're entering some like one-of-a-kind territory. Although Devil May Cry 5 is one-of-a-kind too. I'm just saying there's like some value to be had here. I don't know if I can actually get this, but I'll try one more time. I like the animation of Sora like hopping out of the water. Like he uses his two hands and he just grabs it. Shit, that's cool. Yeah, dude, you do that fucking Rondo of Blood jump. You jump at the last goddamn second. You make it. Probably not intentional, but you know it feels good. But dude, the Thunder Ring, bro. What does that do? Reduces lightning damage by 20. I don't know what the fuck. Like I have 2 equipment slots, man. Like how often do I encounter enemies with lightning? Not often, I don't think. So it's like that kind of shit, it's not really a factor in my decision making. So, you know, you putting stuff like that in your game, KH1, yeah, it's not really getting my brain going. Call? Oh, we've got the monkey, okay. Astounding developments. Abu is the secret 4th party member. Dark chamber. Oh shit, dude. Yeah, this. Oh man, another meteor. Goddamn G. Like I remember what the fuck that is. Oh, I think this is really funny. You can swim up the waterfall. Yeah. Try that in real life, dude. Swim up a fucking waterfall. Obviously, this is not real life. This is Kingdom Hearts life. I'm just saying, like, would you know to do that? To like hold up on your fucking stick and swim. It doesn't just immediately happen. You have to like do it for like 2 seconds or something. You might think, oh, that didn't work, and bail after the first second. But like, Kingdom Hearts, man. Oh, what do we have equipped that like? Hold the phone. Yeah, Sonic Blade, that was the thing I was deeming. Oh, fucking Ripple Drive, dude. Maybe that ability will get better when I have more MP. Like, there's a Keyblade in this game that gives you, like, an MP bar that's, like, it goes, like, off the screen. It's, like, pretty funny. That's always satisfying. I don't think it actually goes off the screen, but it's, like, it's just, like, fun in video games when shit like that happens, because obviously it's, like, intentional, but you feel like it's not, because it just looks so jank. And like goes beyond your expectations of like what the HUD could look like. So like having this big ass MP bar, it's just like, dude, they didn't intend this, but you know they probably did. But you know, part of video games is like, you know, feeling like you came up with strategies all your own, but it's really just a manipulative trick to get you to like get you on the wavelength of the designers. Like they wanted you to do those, come up with those strategies. And it was only a matter of time, as long as you, like, cared about the game enough. So, I mean, it's not like, I'm not trying to make it sound like a negative thing. Like, oh, dude, fucking video games, it's just, like, a waste of time. You're destined to come up with this shit if you just, like, put in the hours. But, nah, dude, I'm saying, like, you have to care about it to, like, realize this shit. So, it's like, video games are cool, dude. Anyway. I want to equip that thing. Because, like, I'm, like, getting owned by, like, enemies, like, off-screen and shit. And, you know, that's just not fun. Or is it fun? I was just making a big song and dance and how I love ass-kickings. And I just fucking love getting my ass slapped, you know, that kind of thing, by Kingdom Hearts 1. Like, keep on doing it, baby. Oh, it's over here, though. Yeah, I guess this is, like, the loser zone. Like, if you fall down in the Cave of Wonders, you're, like, you end up here. The pillar probably rises all the way to the top. Can I attack it? Cool. I didn't immediately, like... Oh, was that a mandatory thing? Oh, it was. There haven't been too many other occurrences in the game where, like, you've had to hit something to carry on. I guess the fucking weird, like, eggplant thing in Tarzan World, but, like, you know, the game did the KH1 thing where it blatantly told me, you should hit the suspicious fruit. Like, I could have been here for hours, man. The game didn't directly tell me what to do, because it's a little confusing sometimes. I'm just watching the Kingdom Hearts gang swim. I think I made a point, like, oh, there's swimming in Destiny Island because there's swimming in Monster later, but there's also swimming in the fucking Cave of Wonders. Like, swimming, it's a constant mechanic throughout KH1, dude. It never lets up. Yeah, we gotta better organize our inventory, dude. This is most unsightly. I can't wait to get like another Keyblade. Like, you know, Jungle King's like cool and all, but it's like, you know, after a while you just get bored of wearing the same thing forever. I once knew a guy who I still know the guy. He's kind of a weirdo, but, you know, I love him. He, like, fucking plays through KH games, like, just using the Kingdom Key. Like, always the Kingdom Key. Because he's like, it's the canon Keyblade. And it's like, canon? It's canon that Sora gets new keys, and, you know, the Keyblade adapts, and, you know, you have new keychains, and you can equip new things. Like, you know, that's not some, like, made-up bullshit. Like, it's happening in the game. And he's just like, nah, dude, I always gotta use the starting thing. Even if it does, like, piss damage by the end of the game. It's like, I don't know, guys. People play video games a myriad of ways. And, I don't know. I'm not, like, saying, like, obviously it's not like that's the wrong way to play. It's just, like, a curious way to play. But, you know, human beings and their thought processes are also most curious. So, you know. What else is new? So yeah, there's like a lot of treasure boxes and shit here, but like there's also a lot of enemies, so it's like, damn dude, I gotta fight these guys. Oh god. Yeah, if these hit you, they send you to the loser zone, and I definitely don't want that. I think after this world, you like earn the privilege to like do the weapon synthing, which is like, I definitely want that. Because I've got all this shit in my inventory, like all these bright shards and crap, and I haven't like found any use in this stuff, so. It's probably like a 0.1%, like, 0.1% of the player base that maybe went through the whole game without like synthing shit. Because it's like hidden away, you gotta use Green Trinity or some shit to open that up. Scary to think about. Like, your deeds going unnoticed. Not just in life, but like, you know, in the video game you're making. Scary stuff to like think about. I think there's like more we could be doing right now. Bottomless hall, they're all bottomless. Oh shit, dude. That's like really mean. Like, you can't immediately see that when you like walk in, so you could just get fucking nailed by that thing, and it's like, yeah, like the Kingdom Hearts 1 camera, like, you think I can see that shit? Like, sure, whatever. Oh, but I can't get this experience anywhere else, so, you know, yeah, you're right, I can't, so I'll put up with it out of love, because there's a lot to love in KH1. It's a game, like, I'm sure KH3 was a game made with love, but, I don't know how to turn that into, like, a negative. Like, It's very subjective. Like, oh, what if this game was made with just as much, like evil intent as KH3? Like, oh, we're just trying to make a fucking fan service, like, crossover game for, like, the ching bitch. I don't know. It's hard to say. I just know I definitely don't feel, like, as satisfied or, like, heartwarmed by the events in KH3. Because there's, like, never any payoff. Like I was talking about earlier, there's just never any fucking payoff. This game, even though it ends on kind of like a bittersweet note, it's still, like, fucking satisfying. Because it's, like, that good kind of bittersweet shit where, like, things aren't going to be the same, but, like, it's... You'll have to see it, dude. It's just fucking good. I don't know how to put it into words, the ending to KH1. It's just powerful. But, like, KH3, it ends on, like, I don't know what the fuck to call it. Sora, KH3 spoilers, I don't fucking care. Do you care? Sora is, like, dead, and, like, you had to play the DLC to, like, figure out that one. The $30 DLC to figure out, like, why he was dead. Or he's not actually dead, because no one dies in Kingdom Hearts, whatever the fuck their justification is for keeping people around. The point is, he's, like, absent in the finale. Like, everybody's happy, but Sora's not there. So it's like... But, like, the situation is, like, so contrived, him not being there. It just really comes off as, like, an excuse to just make more games, because there's still, like, more conflict. But, it didn't need to be there. We could have just wrapped up, and it would have, like, just felt much more satisfying. A conclusion. But all we're doing is just perpetuating fucking sequels, and it's like, oh, dude, I can't wait for Kingdom Hearts 4, man. It's gonna be based. Like, fucking, these must be the same people that wanted more Star Wars after, like, the first 3, right? Or, like, the only 3. Or, like, the people who want a sequel to Twiwi. Or thought they needed fucking more Evangelion. Or fucking, what's another thing that, like, just ended and then they made more of for like, some contrived reason? Fucking Advent Children, Final Fantasy. All I'm thinking of are Square Enix, like, related examples. Because, like, I got Squeenix on the brain. But fucking, there's, like, a million of this thing. There's a million of this shit. Shit gets milked forever. Because, like, cha-ching bitch. And, like, people eat it up. What do you mean memory card's not inserted? Yeah, there you go. That's what you mean. Oh, but do I want to save? What if I've said something damning and I can't upload this video? Because, like, fuck it, dude. We'll overwrite file 1. I've still got, like, file 2 down there. And I think I've got it, like, save state, so who the fuck cares? So, like, that's kind of cool. I ran through, like, the Cave of Wonders over there. But, like, most of that stuff was, like, optional. Like, all I had to do was whack that pillar, and I'm able to, like, come in here now. I could have just skipped all of that. And, like, I did. I skipped, like, most of it. So that's kind of cool. Like, it's this big convoluted puzzle. It's not even convoluted, but it comes off as a little more confusing than your average area of Kingdom Hearts. But you could just blow through it if you want.
Why not explain the situation to that boy Riku?
Dude, look, main plot.
Doing so may actually prove
We're moving a little. Crazy.
Wait a second. Are you Maleficent?
Oh my god, that shot of her just, like, piecing out is, like, the stuff of legends. Like, I think the famous caption is, like, me when someone recognizes me from me when someone recognizes me from high school, just peace out. Just fucking, like, transparent out, dude. I'm not dealing with this crap. Oh, yo, I've heard that term before. Oh, won't live? He's gonna unambiguously kill us. This is pretty badass.
Genie, no!
I like that, like Aladdin, like, gesturing with his hands, like, I mean, I guess Genie's a pretty scary guy. He could fucking kill these kids. Oh, and that's badass. He set up the barrier. One of my favorite games, Bomberman 64: The Second Attack. Whenever a boss fight is about to begin, the boss does, like, this "huh!" animation, and, like, you get this message box that says, like, the boss's power has disabled your remote control. Because, you know, in Bomberman, like, you have, like, a remote control to, like blow up your bombs from a distance. Like, all the bosses disable that, and it's just like whenever a boss fight has, like, a badass prelude, like, it just gets me pumped, dude. Like, The World Ends With You has that thing where, like, it's like, are you ready? And then like Neku or whatever says, like, you're good as gone, or, like, some cool fucking quip. It just gets me pumped, man. Like, let's fucking fight. So yeah, we're fighting Jafar right now. My damage is piss, and my party members, by the time they get up here, he's fucking gone. I should pay attention to his attacks, because, like, maybe it's more satisfying to, like, dodge them instead of just wail on them and heal them. I keep saying that's something I'm gonna do, but Kingdom Hearts is just so brain dead, I don't do that. Over here. He's like a spellcaster, so, like, how does magic deal on this guy? Okay, caca poo poo like pee pee kind of like tears of damage. If only I had strike rate. I don't fucking remember when you get that. Oh, yo, when he does the blue thing, it's like the ice attack. Looks like diamond dust or some shit. Yeah, that did more damage than fucking I just used it, fire. So let's try All Reliable. My favorite spell. Oh, yeah. Oh, I can't jump with the menu open. It's kind of awkward. Okay, I have to jump first, and then fucking like in like the fucking frames I'm in the air, like somehow cast a spell. I guess if I had it like you know on the shortcut menu, I wouldn't have to deal with this. But you know, it's a little jank. Blizzard sucks. What else is new? I thought it like was kind of redundant for like KH3 to have just like 2 shortcut menus. It's like, I don't know, there's got to be a better control scheme at that point. Like, reminds me of my fucking qualms with like style switching in Devil May Cry. Like, it's cool and all, but it's just like there's probably a better way to like express these like gameplay mechanics, because it's either not comfortable or just like tacky. Like, oh, the menu we made for the game kind of sucks, so we made 2 shortcut mini menus. It's like, why not just I don't know, find a way to make the menu that's already in the game better. I don't know, dog. I'm not the guy who, wow, walking real casual, Aladdin. We're fucking fighting Jafar, the guy who like stole your girl, and he's just strutting like he's walking through the market or some crap. Like, what a all of these guys are useless. How the hell are they gonna hit him? Only I can do this. The Keyblade's chosen one. It's my job. Although, dude, what if I... Yo, that's terrifying. Him coming at me? Like, holy shit, dude. Like, this tall guy, like, flying towards me. That's scary, dude. Yo, I dodged it that time. That attack had the longest, like, wind-up in video game history. I finally learned. And I'm satisfied, because, like, I learned, and then I conquered. And that's, like, fucking life, man. That's really funny. Like, you know, Genie's supposed to, like, be fighting us right now, and, you know, he's always giving you, like, oh, get the fuck out of here, man. It's a little off-putting that he has, like, a smile on his face, though. Like, that's almost really terrifying. Him flying towards me with the intent of, like, giving me like a nasty slug, and he's just like smiling, dude. It's scary. It's unsettling. I don't like it. I think his face changes when he gets really close. No, he just covers his face. I don't like that. That comes off as really disingenuous, Genie. Like, you're pretending that you feel bad about wanting to kick my ass. Hurricane, like... what the fuck is it called? Hurricane attack? I don't know. The spinny thing he does. Like, it's really cool and all, but, like, does it actually do more damage than my standard aerial Here-Ha-Hoo? I call it a Here-Ha-Hoo because in Chain of Memories, the best Kingdom Hearts game, I say that, but according to me, so, like, you know, take it with the salt, as you will. I like it. Anyway, whenever you attack in Chain of Memories, like, Sora has, like, 1 voice line. He goes, Here-Ha-Hoo. You have like a 3-hit combo that whole game, and he always goes, Here-Ha-Hoo. Sometimes there's a variant in that he goes, Ha-Here-Hoo. But it's always those 3 voice lines. With the first 2, you know, their position may vary, but the last one is always Who. So it's typically Here-Ha-Hoo. So whenever I see a 3-hit combo in a game, I'm just like, Here-Ha-Hoo. Because I just played so much Chain of Memories, dude. That's a 3-hit combo to me. Attain the power of... Sure. So this is kind of cool. I mean, you wouldn't... Like... I don't know if I'd call it cool, actually. It reminds me of the Lark scene in Chain of Memories. There's this famous bit where you have to fight 2 bosses back to back, and you know, if you lose to the first one, or if you lose to the second one, you have to fight the first one again. But that's actually a lie, because like after you beat the first one, you're put in a situation like this where you're standing, and if you walk forward, the next fight will trigger, but you can walk back and save. So it's a little awkward, like, oh, is the conflict over? I'm gonna go forward now. And then it's like a fight you maybe didn't see coming. Little jank. Can we just seal the keyhole and get out of here? Oh, no, he's still here.
My final wish. I want you to make me an all-powerful genie.
You see, this is why, like, you know, that's unsatisfying. Because, like, I think in, like, the movies, or, you know, the last Aladdin thing I saw was the live-action one. I really liked it. And they, like, characterized Jafar, like, a fun way. In that he was, like a dark Aladdin. Like, it's revealed that he basically was in the exact same situation Aladdin was, where he was a thief, and, like, he stole stuff and pretended to be, like, a different person to, like, you know, get up in life. But eventually that, like, fake person became his person, and he's just an asshole. And, like, that he was, like, a dark, like, oh man, Aladdin, you could become like that. I don't know if the original did that. I just wanted to talk about it. I thought that was cool how Jafar was, like, a parallel for Aladdin in that one. But anyway, I think the big payoff is, like, they kind of trick Jafar into doing that in the movie. They're like, oh man, Jafar, you think you're all that, but Genie's the one who's got all the power. You're not a genie, so you're not all powerful. And then he gets the idea, like, oh, my third wish, I'll be a fucking genie. And he just, like, tricked himself, or he fucked himself, because, you know, by being a genie, you're bound to the lamp. So it was like a trick. He didn't just have the idea. But, like, in Kingdom Hearts, like, why does he want to be a genie? There was no setup to that. It's just kind of like, that's what happened in the movie, so that's what's going to happen now. And, sure, whatever. Oh man, Gilbert goddamn Godfrey. Or, you know, maybe it's another convincing double. The guy who voices, like, fucking, Genie in this game, you know, he's not the same guy from the movie. He's like a convincing double. I think he's actually the same guy who voiced him in the cartoon. I think it's the same voice for, like, Homer Simpson or some shit. Oh yeah, because the voice from the movie was like based fucking Robin Williams, or I say based. You know, I don't know the guy personally. I'm just saying you know Robert Williams, his performance as Genie, like it's the, you know, it was the stuff of legends. You know, people wouldn't shut up about Robin Williams being Genie. Shoutouts to Will Smith being Genie though. I thought it was, like, really cute how in that movie, like, he has, like, a human form that he, like, masquerades as, and he gets, like, this cutie maid chick that he gets hooked up with. It's like, oh, that's fun. Give the Genie a girlfriend. How fun. How pedestrian. Like, heterosexual relationships. Is that the fancy way of saying straight relationships? You know what I mean? It's simple, but I liked it. I thought it was fun, the Aladdin live-action movie. I've heard a lot of, like, flack on those, like, live-action remakes. On that, oh, they're just making them to fucking extend their fucking, like, what are the fucking terms? Their, like, legal right, or, what's the term? Like, their ownership of the Aladdin brand. Like, they have to keep making things Aladdin-themed to, like, hold on to the IP. Or something like that. You know, I'm sure you've heard of this before. But I don't know if that's, like, true. Because, like, even without, like, the Aladdin movie, they're still, like, doing stage plays and shit and, you know, selling Aladdin merch. And it's like, do you have to make a movie to, like, extend that? I'm not so sure. I'm not a lawyer. But, like, even so, like, you really think, like, I think even without making the Aladdin movie, Disney still would have, like, paid off whoever the fuck is in charge of that decision making and just held on to the IP anyway. So, like, you really think the Aladdin IP is just gonna, like, go to the public domain one day? Like, yeah, fucking right. It's fucking Disney, dude. They're, like, corporate overload, or corporate, like, oil lords who, like, rule the world. They're never gonna, like, let that shit go. I'm just saying, you know, evil, fuck capitalism, all that shit. But Aladdin the movie, it was still pretty good despite it all. I thought so. And they were still like corporate overlords back when they made these movies, and these ones are Kino too, right? So it's like, there's a lot of people involved with these things. Like, I'm sure the people making the movies are in a separate reality from like the fucking 90-year-old eternal oil heads like running the company that are like, the actual fucking evil bastards ruining the world. So like, lighten up. I haven't seen Dumbo though, or fucking Beauty and the Beast. Maybe those ones aren't that good. Because I know there's like valid criticisms, like them like tweaking the vocals of like, the people singing when they could just like have them sing. Like they're like digitally like enhancing the songs, or like their lyrical performances. Like the chick who played Belle in Beauty and the Beast. Apparently they like they did some like YouTube poop mixing shit to like make her voice quote unquote better, like how they made Spider-Man's suit quote unquote better in like the recent Spider-Man movies. Like they CG'd it up, but it just comes off as looking fake, or in this case like sounding fake. Yeah, like in situations like that they should probably lighten up and just like let them fucking sing normally and like don't edit it, because it comes off as like just bad sounding. And like, I don't know, like when you polish something too much like that, or like get it in your head that you need to polish something too much like that, it's just gonna come off as very like what's the term, distilled, like stainless steel fucking Emma Watson, like this comes off as like phony. Hotter. Oh, that's Gilbert goddamn Godfrey, like doing all his funny voice. Did he get healed? I'm not seeing a difference, but then again, I'm not actually paying attention to his health bar. I'm just jumping up and hitting the circle button, and this fight's gonna end whenever the fuck it feels like. Oh, whoa, he has more than one attack. Holy shit. Yeah, I haven't been talking about the fight because it's very unremarkable. Yeah, KH1's the best one, right? Yeah. You could say that, like, fighting the fucking nobody enemies in KH3 is, like, more interesting than this. And yeah, on a mechanical level, yeah, probably. But, like, the complete package of KH3, I don't like. So, like, I'm going to put up with this. But I'm not going to put up with KH3. I'm getting pretty hot too now. I'm glad this video is going to be over soon.
Okay, Jafar. Back to your lamp.
Oh, isn't it cool how Sora's the one doing that instead of like, like the main character, like Aladdin? Like, it's a little... Yeah, that's that thing I think I was talking about in the last video. Like, Sora stealing the thunder because he's like the self-insert guy. Like, like we should probably just like Aladdin do that and have Sora be the wingman. That'd be cooler. But... whatever. Oh, this is kind of cool. Like, Jasmine's here, and she's like, she gets jacked, and it's like, oh, who jacked her? I think it's later revealed to be, like, Riku. I don't know if it's ever revealed, actually, but it's probably Riku. I don't think, did I say Genie or Jasmine? Her name's Jasmine. You know what I mean? I can't imagine, like, Maleficent picking people up, because, like, she's pretty stiff. She's like Jafar in that she's like, she doesn't have legs. She just has like that torso, and it's giving off the illusion of legs, but I'm not actually seeing anything there. And she still looks like that in the fucking modern games. It's pretty wild. They really didn't try to like up the game in some aspects of the series. Oh god, that's another thing in KH3 that pisses me off. They like pretend that Maleficent's still relevant, like she's like planning some secret schemes, but there's no payoff. It's just more sequel baiting for like the next game. Like there's all these cutscenes dedicated to Maleficent looking for like a secret box, but like she never finds it in the game. And at the end of the game, it's just revealed that maybe she'll find it in the next game, and you never fight her. You never interact with her too significantly. It's just there to set up another game that you're gonna buy, right? Because you're just that stupid, aren't you? It sounds like you are. Oh, but if you like Cage, you're valid, you're fine. You know, these are just my words. If you like defiantly believe that you're right and Kingdom Hearts is Kino, Kingdom Hearts 3 is Kino, you know what, fucking do you. But, you know, I'm just saying. Anyway, yeah, we get like a cool escape sequence here. You ever play Aladdin on the Super Nintendo? I think people say that game's pretty based. The carpet probably felt better in that one, because I think it was like, I don't know, I'm not going to call it a bullet hell, the fucking carpet escape in that game, but it was probably more interesting than what we were just doing there. Like, moving the carpet was very delayed and stiff feeling, and, you know, the challenge wasn't really there. It was just kind of there to, like, fill out the fucking, like, fill out the Kingdom Hearts, like, theme park version of Agrabah. Like, oh, we gotta end on a daring escape with no real danger, just to, like, emulate the danger. So Jasmine's no longer in Agrabah. Sora, let's go find her. Wouldn't that be cool if, like, Aladdin followed us throughout the whole game? And we had, like, by the end of the game, we had just, like, all of the Disney fucking entourage with us at the end? Like, nah, that'd be too outrageous. I wish we could, but we can't. They've already, like, declared that they're from another world, so, like, this is pretty deep meddling already.
Earth to Al? Hello, you still have one wish left? Look, just say the word. Ask me.
This is kind of cool, though. Like, you know, the whole, like, Aladdin thing in this world, like, is pretty weak. But, yeah, you know, classic Aladdin. Like, he sticks to his guns, his true, heart, like, diamond in the rough spirit, and, you know, he keeps his promise. Oh yeah, we get Genie as a summon, because like, I guess Genie, I guess he's like the, I don't know what the fuck he's like. I was going to call him like the Cheshire Cat. But he technically comes along with us. This is really funny though.
Sorry, Al. I'm done taking orders from others.
Oh, well, okay then.
A favor? Now that's entirely different.
Yeah, that's funny.
I guess I could give that a try. After all, we're pals, right, Al?
Oh, how sweet. It's a good thing I know the deeper minutiae of these characters. Otherwise, I'd be like, wow, you guys are as boring and flat as those KH3 yokels I'm making fun of. Oh, yeah, we're getting the cliff notes here. Yo, Riku at the table.
That smarmy Vizier could have had him. If someone had stuck around to give him a hand.
Oh yeah, it's announced that Riku did jack her.
Brought the princess, didn't I?
And that's some fun character development. He's saying like, yo, Jafar could have totally killed the key bearer if you just like helped out Riku. But like, Riku didn't. Why'd he do that? Well, you know, clearly, you know, it's fucking Sora, dude. He's not gonna kill him, not yet.
Have we got something special for you?
Huh?
We bought you a dress, Riku.
We had a deal, yes? You help us, and we grant you your wish.
Kyrie!
Go to her. Your vessel is waiting.
Your vessel, oh, that's kind of cool. Like, what are they using, like, the fucking... Have they, like, turned the fucking, Captain Hook ship into, like, a gummy ship kind of thing? Is that...
Why are you doing all this?
Is that what we're expressing?
What's the catch?
Cat,
Oh, this is a really fun interaction.
silly boy. You're like a son to me. I only want you to be happy.
I seriously doubt that.
Believe what you wish.
But lest we forget, I kept my
Like, aren't these kind of interactions fun? They're a little stiff, but it's like I wanted stuff like this to get better as the games went on, but they just went further and further away. I guess, like, you know, they sort of do that in, like, Organization 13, but it's like, I'm just annoyed at it, because it's like we had all these Disney guys, and we're just, like, ignoring them. And, again, like, my big thing that annoys me, it's like the crossover just feels really superfluous, and they're just for like the cha-ching bitch. And it comes off as like less sincere than it ought to. Please find Jasmine for me. Yeah, we got a new key. 3 wishes. Oh, isn't this like... yeah, we've got kind of a boring, progression here. Like, oh, the starting key was pretty okay. The key we got immediately after that is better. Then the key we got after that is better. I guess Jungle King is, like, longer. So, like, has a long reach. So, that's the one thing it has going for it. But, we're like Final Fantasy VII in that, like, the balance... Or like, the levels of interesting mechanics, or like your equipment is not interesting, is what I'm trying to say. It's just like this thing is better than that thing irrefutably, and there's not going to be any like meaningful trade-offs. Like, who the fuck cares about length? Like, you could just kind of like tank most shit anyway in this game, so it's like, who the fuck cares? Yeah, whatever. So, those secret NPCs I've been talking about, here's one of them. Look familiar? I've never seen this guy before in my life. Doesn't remind me of Waka at all. We can't play outside anymore, thanks to those shadows. Too dangerous. But I killed all the shadows. Like, we sealed the keyhole. Like, the world is purified currently. I think, I've heard, like, tales that these guys are only here temporarily. Like, as soon as I leave the world via like the save point, they're gone. So we're gonna like test that, cause oh, yo, it's that fucking chick. I'm going all hubba hubba like over in Traverse Town, but she's like Agrabah themed. Like, damn, looking cute as ever. The streets are you don't say. I think they've always been like this. But at least there's like a justification, like, oh, the streets are deserted because the shadows. It's not because they didn't want to make more character models, I swear. Will they ever leave? I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Like, they're not here, guys. I think there's one more. Or maybe 2 more. I know there's the Peddler. Which is interesting, because I think the Peddler is literally... like a character from Aladdin. So it's like, it's interesting. They had to make up like 2 custom NPCs, but that's as far as they went. 3 custom NPCs. Where's the 4th? Peddler's here. I swear I've seen him. But yeah, the Peddler's design is like, there's a dude in Aladdin. It's like the guy the camera gets too close, and he's like, oh, not the face, or like whatever the fuck, what I'm talking about. The guy with the big nose. It's a guy who looks a lot like that. So, like, his design is clearly, like, taken from that. But all the other, like, characters, they're, like, made up. So it's like, where was the line for, like, were they not allowed to, like, take characters other than the main ones? Or did they just not do it? I don't know. Travelers used to be to throng Agrabah's streets. Throng. If you take the R out of there, it's a funny word, not a funny word. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna look up throng. I've never heard that one. Used to throng Agrabah streets. Throng, a large, densely packed crowd of people or animals. Verb, fill or be present. Okay. Damn, we're learning new vocabulary by playing Kingdom Hearts 1, and they tell me video games will rot my brain. I'd leave, but there's nowhere to go. Yeah, there's seemingly only Agrabah in this world. It's like deep jungle. There was mention of, like, Paris, but, as far as we know, it's just a jungle out there. Oh, man. The fucking... Oh, God. That Agrabah standard. One shall stand and one shall fall. I know the Peddler shows up later, so I guess I'll leave and, like, immediately come back. It's a shame, like, the Agrabah variant of, like, the cutie, like, thick chick. Like, she'll be gone from my game, but at least we appreciated her for, like, the fleeting time that she's here. And sometimes... that's more satisfying than if it were to stick around forever, because it would just get like drained of its soul eventually. We can revisit some places and unseal more trinities. Oh my god. There was an unnecessary delay in these text boxes. Yeah, I guess they get... Oh my... Wow, they're really telling me where to go right now. Yeah, so at least the game is, like, informing you that, like, hey, you can unlock something if you do that trinity in Traverse Town. So it's unlikely you're gonna go through the whole game not finding fucking the synth shop, but it's possible. And I like that. It is required that you give a little bit of a shit to like you know, find the cooler game or the secret gameplay mechanics. What a stunning animation. AP up. You know who's getting that? Not Donald. I'm you know. Yeah, see, he's gone. Oh, and okay, you know what? Now I'm just confused. I sealed the keyhole in Traverse Town and like everything was... They were all gone. And now fucking... What's this? I'm getting mixed signals, KH1. Maybe they're like... I don't know. They have to be here because there's that like fake... Oh, there's that fake concern that like, oh... What if the player got to a difficult part of the game and they want to do level grind? Like, fuck it, if you beat the world and, like, you're stuck at a point... Like, if you got far enough to get, like, stuck where you are, you could probably just keep fighting and figure it out. Like, you don't need to grind to go beat, like, Riku Fight 2. You just need to learn the fight. So, like, I don't know. It's just a video game thing why they're here now. It doesn't make sense, given the whole sealing the keyhole importance that they've established, but like, what the fuck ever. We're done for now. I didn't think I'd get through the world, but once again, Kingdom Hearts proves to be like, you know, pretty quick little experience. Like, it doesn't drag out. I like that. Although, this video was an hour long, so... noises.